Welcome to the Grace Baptist Church podcast, where we have conversations around church life, around faith, and maybe different subjects on the Bible too as well. But today we have some exciting news. I have here with me Pastor BJ, our worship pastor, and we are talking about the Grace app. Pastor BJ has kind of spearheaded this project to help us out here too. We're all tag teaming as a team, but we're excited to release that to you. We first announced it Sunday, right? Pat announced it Sunday. So that comes with a new website and a new app that are integrated with each other to kind of serve our church family and also to connect with guests as well. So BJ, tell us a little bit about the app.
It's provided by a company called Subsplash, great church exclusive company out there, and we've moved a number of things over to the Subsplash platform. Our database is now there. All of our giving goes through their channels now. So we moved all of that. Our children's check-in will move to that very quickly as well. So lots and lots of features coming. I've used it before in some other ministry opportunities that I've had. Phenomenal technology. It's extremely robust, lots and lots of helpful things. And so we're kind of currently in the upswing of that project. So as we get settled into it more, we can expand the features. It's got just endless possibilities as far as making things accessible to our people. A great way for people to discover grace and find out more about us as a church. If there are people out there that are looking for a church home, of course, just even for people who we would put in the lost category, if they're asking questions or they're checking out a church, like they can find out pertinent gospel information, and it just opens up the door for us to have even kind of digital conversations with people. So just very robust, incredible platform, and we are thrilled to be on it. And actually, little side tidbit, the cost of it actually reduced some of the cost even for the church for all the other things we were trying to do, and it's all moved to this one central location.
That used to be the misconception, is like, oh my gosh, that costs so much money. Well, no, we're actually saving money as a church now, which is incredible to think about.
Pretty incredible stuff.
More features and possibilities.
Yep.
Think about you're at work or something and somebody's asking about your church. Oh, here, hey, download my church's app and you can check out the messages, you can check out all that. So what are the current uses of the app?
Current uses, so our website is merged over to there, so that's updated. It's very basic right now. Of course, you and I were working a lot on getting some of the grittier details out there, life group build out and those sorts of things where people can get specific information about that. But the website is there. You can find out, all the contact information. Our social media is all linked there. Just staff pages, you need to contact any one of us individually. All of that stuff works on the website, the new website, so that's there. Beliefs are there. You can watch our sermons there. There's a little sermon archive that we're starting to build that's there. So all that will continue to grow as we go, but it works right now. You can message us there and email us there. And find out pretty much anything that you need to know for right now. And if there's not something there, you can always message us and we'll get you the information you need. So that's the website's number one. Number two, we do have the Grace app. Do you have that on your phone?
I do.
You want to pop it up there? Maybe they can just have a quick look at it. If you want to find the app in your app store, whether it's Google Play or in Apple, if you're an Android user, you should be able to access the Google Play Store. But you just search Grace Baptist Winchester. It's completely free, zero cost, of course. It's totally provided by Subsplash with our membership, and you guys can download that for free. There's lots and lots of features. The app is going to become, hopefully, a major part of how we operate as a church. It's got a ton of features that will be incredibly helpful, specifically for life groups, and even like I'm going to do one for our praise team. I'm going to put a message group for our praise team. And so one of the things that if you do download the app, again, you'll find it in the App Store. Download that, and you need to create an account with us. That will add you to the it'll add you to our database, number one, which is nice because everybody that's going to move to the Subsplash platform, we are merging our old database over to the new database, but that's a little tricky. Miss Linda's kind of spearheading that. But if you go ahead and create an account, you just use whatever email address you want, and you create your own password, and you can put yourself in the database, and then you can subscribe to push notifications. And so that's real easy to do. Kurt will do a little graphic and show you guys that how to get to the push notifications and allow that. The best thing about the push notifications is, and of course it's Tuesday, we've had a bunch of snow this week.
Yeah.
So if, say, it's Saturday night and we get a bucket of snow, of course we're still going to utilize our social media accounts and those things to let you guys know. But what's really cool is with the app, we can send a church-wide push notification, and your phone will give you a notification, may buzz or ding. If you use your sound, it can say, hey, listen, weather's too bad. We're canceling services for tomorrow, virtual only. We can send that directly through the Subsplash app right to your phone. So it's got some really cool features that we can kind of keep you all live connected and informed in a unique, special way that we otherwise couldn't with an email or a social media. The trick with a social media post is that, and I think folks get on there a number of times a day, but people may not see that. Yeah. And with the push notification, we can make sure that if you're subscribed to our push notifications, that will send it to, if there's 1,500 people, registered for our push notifications, they will get that communication, and you'll get it in just a matter of seconds. Yeah. So really, really cool.
Upcoming events is really cool too. Because people are always like, "Oh, what time did that start?" Or, "Oh, I forget." Well, it's right. Events.
Right.
Of that nature.
And there's 2 in there currently. I think your tubing trip with the youth is in there. I think Pastor Dan's got an open gym coming up. Yep. And what's really cool about using the events tab that's on the front page there, flip that up there and let's see if you see that. Those items will be there, and if you were to select one of those, you can even register your kids there. I know that's super tiny on the screen there, but if you download, you should be able to find all that information. It goes right to our Jot form. You can register your kids right from the app. And one of the things that we will be putting in play once we get a little more settled into the platform, we're even going to have on the app where if an event has a cost, like the tubing trip costs $40, you guys will be able to pay for that right through the app. This is really, really cool. Makes things really easy to do, whereas otherwise we're trying to track down.
Go to an ATM and get cash before an event. We've all been there.
Right. So, electronic methods are super, super helpful. Yeah. So all that's coming. Just bear with us. We'll get all that up and going.
And then if you're in a life group, which you kind of already hit on it, but there will be a group where you'll be able to communicate with. You can have a poll. So if you're a life group leader or you're somebody who brings donuts occasionally, you can type in there, hey guys, would you rather have sprinkled donuts or maple donuts? And you can put them as options and people can vote, and then you guys can create a whole fight over which donuts you're bringing Sunday, right? But different questions, prayer requests can be sent through the groups app too as well, but it's all inside the app, but it's really cool.
As Kurt and I have experimented with this, we created a group for just he and I, and he asked me for prayer for his big toe this week. So if you guys would, please pray for Kurt's big toe.
And you get notifications when somebody types in the
Please
chat.
pray for Kurt's big toe.
Found that out this week. Yeah.
So that's coming. The message tab will be huge. It'll be a great way, electronic way on our platform. I don't love being in group texts.
Yeah.
Do you like group texts?
Especially when I can't leave them. It makes me mad.
So this is another great way apart from a group text that your phone won't sit there and go, and I'll get added to 4 or 5 group texts, and my phone's just always buzzing all over the countertop. Yeah. And so it's a better way to do that through the platform. So all that will be coming. We'll get that up and going. We're still in the upswing phase.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of that.
The Roku.
I know, I'm super excited about this. So with our Subsplash platform, we do have a channel. You should be able to find that channel. If your TV is a Roku TV like this one is here behind me, we have not added the channel, so we're going to do that in real time so you can see what that looks like. But you can get on, if you have an Apple TV, If you have a Roku stick, or if your TV is a Roku TV, we did have a little issue over the weekend. We figured out if you have a Samsung TV, Samsung kind of has their own app store, and so we're not on the Samsung store. So, and there may be some other TV brands out there like that I'm not aware of, but you specifically have to have either a Roku streaming stick or a Roku device, or your TV has to be a Roku TV, an Apple TV, a Google Chromecast, and I think the Amazon Fire Stick. All that can be found. Our channel will be a channel that you can find in the channel store. So on this TV, you actually can go to the streaming store. This is a TCL TV, and then I'm scrolling over here to the search section. You could search here, and I'm just going to search for Grace Baptist Winchester. Let's see here. It's a little tricky to do with the remote, but
yeah, you're doing it pretty fast.
Pretty fast. How about them typing fingers here with my thumb? All right, so I've got Grace so like Baptist, and you can see these channels. It'll start to find it just by the search, and right there is Grace Baptist Winchester. You can see our logo in the center there, and so we'll select that right there. It's going to tell you a little bit about the app. It's Watch Grace Baptist Church in Winchester, Kentucky, both live and on demand. I have the option to add the app, so we're going to add the app. Oops. So much for them fingers, huh? All right, here we go. Adding the channel. Should just take just a second here. Grace Baptist has been added to our home screen. We'll go back to the home screen. And over here where our channels are, right there it is at the bottom, is the Grace Baptist Winchester app. So we'll open that up here. Pretty neat. The logo pops up on the screen. And currently there's just our last two sermon series are in the list here. For some reason it's not showing the artwork. But we're currently preaching through the New Year, New You series. Yeah. And so if you select that series, here are the last 3 weeks. It tells you the date, the title of the sermon, who was preaching. Super cool. Of course, I can pull this up. Where are you? You were on Sunday, weren't you, Pastor Kurt? So this was you on Sunday. We'll pull it up here, and there we go.
Yeah.
Here is our service.
And can you even fast forward and stuff through that too?
I can.
That's cool.
Fast forward through.
So maybe there's a song that we sang on a Sunday, and you're like, oh man, I want to go back and watch that portion, or I want to catch some of the announcements, or I want to catch, the invitation, or I want to catch a point in the sermon. So obviously, you go through, you got announcements, you got worship. Yeah, that's super cool.
It's all our pre-service stuff. And so that is the Grace app. The good news is, too, is if you are home, of course, you can still watch us. We're still streaming to YouTube. Yep. We're still streaming to Facebook Live. But if, and I know how it is. I'm kind of this way. Sometimes I don't want all the comments. Yeah. I just want to watch and enjoy. And so this is just another platform that you guys can get on and watch our services apart from Facebook, apart from YouTube. You can actually load this on your TV at home, and you don't have to cast it from your phone. I know my parents do that sometimes. They'll cast it from their phone, but this is actually our app built into the Roku platform. So it's really cool, very easy to find. Again, it's totally free. Doesn't cost anything. And so we are really excited about all the ways that people can get on, watch our content. This podcast will show up on that TV app as well. And so there's lots and lots of things coming. And most of it, well, not most of it, all of it is why. Like, why do we need all these? We want the gospel out there. Yes. Like, we want ways that people can connect. We want easy ways that people can see our content. I know what we're going to preach to people. I know what we sing about. I know what we preach about. Yep. And just what better ways to get to people than through their devices. There's so many people I know in this area, the surrounding areas, that the number one way that they're going to check your church out is probably through something like this right here. And so we want people to know that Grace is an amazing place. where we love Jesus, we preach Jesus, we're trying to get the gospel to anybody who will turn their ear. We know the best thing for anybody is to connect to Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what we're all about here. So these are great ways to do that. Not to mention it's got some digital fellowship built into it as well, where we can stay connected to one another in an electronic fashion. So it's just tremendous.
No.
So yeah.
Abilities. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing this with us. I'm excited about this, and like I said, we'll be adding more. There'll be more functions, but as of right now, download the app, download the channel if you're able to do so, if you have capabilities to do that as well. If you guys have any questions or if you see any hiccups along the way, I'm sure we're discovering some different things, but we're managing through that, and we'll continue to press forward and get better in that area so that we can connect more people to the gospel. Right?
That's right.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode. Pastor BJ, is there anything else that we missed?
No, if you guys find anything, broken links or a website or a page is not looking right, help us. We are on the upswing of this, so if you guys would just message us, send us an email, that would be very helpful. But get on there and check it all out. It's really, really robust. If you see something that we may have forgotten to get on the website or something that would be helpful on the app, we'd love some feedback. Make sure that we've covered all our bases. It's a lot to go through as we've kind of dug into this, and so let's rally the troops. Give us all the help and suggestions that you guys can find, and we'll get it up and going in the hopes that we get the gospel to the ends of the earth.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this episode. Once again, if you guys have any questions or any feedback, please let us know. Hope you guys have a great day.